We can't come back.
We have to double check to make sure your mic is on. Is your mic on?
Testing.
Yeah, his mic is on.
We're all good.
It's a good level. It's a good level, Chris. Everything's good. We've done this before. I'm starting to wake up. We just had some Mountain Mike's pizza, so
That'll do it.
Bags under your eyes.
starting to kick back
Hey.
into it.
The jalapenos.
Well, he slept.
That'll
Jalapenos.
wake you up.
He slept the whole way home on the bus last night. So
I
he's
knew
fresh.
it. See, I knew
No,
it.
it wasn't.
I knew it.
Don't listen to him. I
This
know.
is 4
I know.
hours on the bus,
I know.
4 hours in the bed, and
Yeah,
he's good.
He's good. 8 hours. Yep.
Enough.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
He threw his computer down after like hour 1 and then fell asleep. He said, I've had enough of this.
And what did you do? Watch movies? That was smart.
I got through about half of Captain Phillips. I thought that was a pretty good bus flick.
I was working, so I don't know about that flip. So some of us get to hang out.
I didn't get to Bad Grandpa. I got the start of it, but then that's when I zonked out. But Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartle,
Thanks, by the way, Mountain Mike's
thanks
Pizza.
Mountain Mike's. We appreciate the pizza, and we appreciate Mike Griffith
Stop
coming
by.
over. We heard Griff has a bad back today too, so
Well, here's the thing about Mountain Mike's Pizza. If we were here right now, we might very well be at their lunch buffet.
yes, it's a great lunch buffet. Should probably take Troy Mann at
Right in the
some point.
Vaughn's Shopping Center.
Yeah.
Go on by, get yourself a
Stockdale,
good lunch.
California. Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartle. This, of course, Condors head coach Troy Mann. And, Coach, we were going to talk about the game Saturday, but we got to talk about the game last night. Back and forth affair. You get down 4-2, but, hey, 2 points is 2 points, Coach, especially on the road in this league.
Yeah, well, Bartle texted me a stat after the game about the first time we've come from behind after the first period. That's a good stat. 2-goal deficit. Boys didn't give up. So, that was all positive. And then the big 2 points, which was what we wanted. Difficult game to play in. We talked about it before the game. It's just not easy playing a team like Vegas, just because it's, where they sit and, guys, it's a tough motivational type of game for the players. So no excuses, but we did the job and we'll move on. Let's say that.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Was a good stat. I mean, honestly, it's a stat that I had just been looking at earlier this week, and I was kind of baffled by that. I mean, this is a team that has battled all season long. I feel like there are comeback victories in this team. They have a couple of comeback victories when down after 2 periods, but down after the first not a single time all year, and I just thought, that's weird.
Yeah, that really surprised me, especially since, Thanksgiving, because, prior to that, we were trailing after every first period. But, since Thanksgiving, we've, obviously one of the best records in the league. So, but good, it's good stat to know. And I thought the guys did what they needed to do, and we'll just move on from that game. Let's put it that way.
We're moving on from that game.
We're moving on.
Looking ahead to this weekend, we often talk about it's really a cluster now between the 3rd seed and the 7th seed, Colorado, Idaho, Utah, Stockton, Bakersfield. Everyone bunched together by 8 points, and you get an opportunity here this weekend. How big is this weekend with Colorado coming in Friday and then Idaho on Sunday?
Well, we've discussed a lot, about our weekly goals. And one of the things we did this week after you threw the stat out in terms of what you thought we needed to get to get home ice advantage in the first round.
That stat,
and I did.
I think that's good stat.
Yeah, so we met yesterday morning and we discussed what it potentially could take to get, first round home ice. And, I think it's a realistic type of record that we could look at. And I thought if you break it down even further, I thought, this week going into the 4 games prior to flying to Alaska would kind of determine if it was possible. So off to a good start when it comes to that. And do we need home ice in the first round? Absolutely not. But I think it's something to shoot for, and I think it's something that we're capable of. And we'll see where it takes us here.
Well, the way this team plays on home ice, at this point of the season, I would much, much rather have home ice advantage.
Yeah, no, the schedule does favor us to some degree in terms of home and away, and I think it's possible.
But it also matters not just the point total, but when the points come. I mean, you can lose to a team like Vegas, and, well, if Idaho and Colorado also lose that night, it's not a big deal. But if you lose to those teams, I mean, those are 4-point games.
Yeah, absolutely. And last week was not a great week. I mean, we took care of business in our winning both games in a slow week. But, if you look at the Idaho-Utah matchup all week, there's a lot of 3-point games.
Yeah.
Colorado-Stockton. So, not that we got discouraged because we do have game in hand on most of those teams. But, when when they're playing each other, you'd just like to see one team win the 2 points and the other one get the old big L in the column.
So we're rooting for Alaska tonight. If anyone's paying attention, Alaska taking on the Idaho Steelhead. So root for Alaska. It's tough to root for Alaska.
Well, and if you dissect the schedule even further, which I've done, Idaho after playing Alaska tonight plays Vegas 5 straight. Now I'm not saying that's 5 wins because, as we all know, Vegas tends to hang in there, but Idaho does have them the next 5 games after our game on Sunday.
Before we break down some video here, Coach, with you, I want to ask about the newest member of the Condors, Greg Miller. Played 2 games in Bakersfield, had an assist in the game on Saturday, 2 assists last night as well. What did you think of his performance over the course of his opening 2 here in Bakersfield?
Yeah, I mean, very cerebral player, my kind of player in terms of putting the pucks in the right areas at the right time. I think he's got tremendous vision, probably up there with Thurber in terms of, and Naxted in terms of the best vision on the team. He's got a sneaky great shot, and he's off to a good start. And, I don't know where his fit is. We've got him at center in Broda's spot, and he's been fine there. He is a natural center, plays center at Cornell, and we actually had him in developmental camp with the Washington Capitals. That's where I remember him from. As soon as he walked in the door the other day, I'm like, I know this kid from somewhere. I've seen him play, except, not in Stockton. And sure enough, when we met, he was at developmental camp last summer or 2 summers ago with the Caps. Great addition, and, I think he makes our team better.
Today's word of the day. Cerebral.
There
it is.
He's a cerebral
All right,
player.
Let's break down some video. Coach, we have some video this week. We want to talk about reloads.
What
First
the
off,
heck is
what
a
is a
reload?
reload?
Well, reload is putting pressure on the opposition. So when the puck comes outside their blue line, we want to get the puck back in as quick as possible and put them on under pressure and put their D under pressure. So the rules are simple. Forwards is short side chips. D, it's always rims past the goalie. Now, these are not all great. And when on this, so we go D to D, hard rim. Now, if he wants to pause that off the rim, the rules are simple. This guy here has got to get the puck and put it back down to the goal line. This guy's going to come underneath the puck. So you have one above, one below. This guy comes into the F3 position. Now, I don't know which winger that is. He doesn't do a great job. He's there first, but he doesn't win that battle. But that's what a reload would look like if it's executed properly. So
That's your boy, Andrew Carroll.
yeah, well, you're right, probably, and then he needs to make a better play there. So, as you can see here, the puck comes out here. We've got 4 other reloads, and I tell the D, if you can make you got to get it past the goalie. But if you can't, if you're under pressure, then you've got to short side chip it into the soft area as well. You can't just, I'm under pressure, so it goes to the goalie. It stops our forecheck. And that was one of the reasons that in the second period of Saturday night's game that we weren't as good as the first, is because our reloads weren't good, because the goalie Fullerton was playing the puck way too much, and then we had no sustained forecheck.
And by soft part of the corners, you mean?
Soft chip in just the gray areas of the ice where it's tough to get to, right?
Between a D-man and between the goal.
Yeah, so there's that is not a good reload for us. The goalie plays it, they're gone the other way. This is a track. I like going pause right there. That's excellent gap, and you can see we got the wide guy locked here. Tracking most nights is one of our strengths. Great job there by our D, and I think that is Andrew Carroll coming back.
That's Andrew Carroll again.
So he made up for that one mistake on the reload.
He's back. He's even.
But I let that.
You're all good, Pistol.
I let that go a little farther. But a couple other reloads here coming up. Puck comes out. What do we want? We want hard rim. So pause it right there. So Bose there is under pressure. So because he's under pressure, and it's tough to hard rim under pressure, he needs to just soft side chip that into that corner right there so we get going on the forecheck. But he tries to rim it, but he's under pressure. It's not hard enough to get past the goalie. So it's either one or the other. It's either hard past the goalie or soft side chip into the corners of the soft area of the ice, okay? Or the dead ice, if you want to call it. So, again, now we're no forecheck. We're stopping. We don't want to play like this. Okay, another one here. Okay, we get it. I think this is Marciano. Pause right there. He's got plenty of time there. That's got to get past the goalie. That's a hard rim past the goalie. Let's get going on the forecheck. He doesn't get it past the goalie.
But he's also trying to hurry because this guy's getting ready to enter the zone. That guy's getting ready to enter the zone as well. I mean, you don't want him stopping and I mean, really taking his time too much because that ruins the flow.
Yeah, and that's why we call it reloads. And we're in really good position for a good forecheck here. We've got 2 guys going. We've got an F3 that's going to come in. But, so Mars needs to get this pass. Go ahead. So, so the goalie stops it. Now we got to set up. No forecheck. And now they're gone the other way. So, right. And this was, in the second period when we didn't have a great forecheck. One more here. Okay, the puck comes out off the draw. Go ahead. Keep running it. Husey gets it. He's under pressure. Just throw this into here. Just try and get that puck right here. The goalie stops it. We got no forecheck going. So our reloads, need to be better as the game went on there. And this is an excellent neutral zone forecheck. Great positioning. Clogged the neutral zone. We're going the other way. Excellent work there. Now we're getting going on the forecheck. Another one here. A little bit of a turnover. And I like how Collins pulls back. We get our push. Okay, we get a re-attack. Everybody's in good shape. They've got nowhere to go with the puck. We're clogging it compact. What happens?
Right into traffic.
Yeah, we're going the other way.
That's
real strength.
That's throwing a pass over the middle into triple coverage right there.
Real strength of our team, the neutral zone. O-zone play, I thought this was a real good. We've really preached this all year, but especially the last couple of weeks in terms of trying to generate offense. This was an excellent shift by, I believe it's Shaber's line, who were excellent Saturday night. Good cycle here. We're owning it. We got a good F3. Puck comes out. We're tenacious on the puck. We win those battles. Look at Vegas. I mean, they don't know what they're doing right now. Low to high. Look at this spot right here. Excellent there. Throw it on net. Got some traffic. That I love that kind of hockey and offensive.
That line was fantastic.
They were.
I felt bad that they didn't really end up with anything on the score sheet to show for it, but they were wearing them down all night.
Yeah, no, they were great. Unfortunately, they were on for our first 3 goals against last night, so Coach Mann wasn't very happy. But Saturday night,
he had the game winner. He had the game winner in the third period.
Yeah.
Well, it should have been the game winner.
But this was a great shift by this line, and they were dominant on Saturday night. And this power play goal, I thought I'd throw this in here. I thought it was real. It involves our new player Miller. Real good breakout here. We go cross ice here. We break the wedge from Vegas. They don't play with great gaps, so we have a real good entry here, and just some real good puck movement. And you guys said it on the broadcast. Just some real good puck movement by Collins and Miller and Berge and Husey. And
he listened
good
to us
pop.
parts.
And it comes up here. Husey makes a play. Nothing wrong with this here. Vegas played a little bit more aggressive.
I mean, they're up, they're down, they're left, they're right. They're
Great
to
job
the middle,
there. Real good look by Husey for the redirect from Steph. Has just missed on a redirect. But they support each other around the ice, and Miller had good vision. Nothing wrong with that. Great shot with good traffic. Good play there by Husey. Good job there. I love that play by Collins back to Husey, who cut the ice in half there. They dragged to the middle. Just a real pretty power play goal. And Bergdorfer, as we see, is on fire right now.
2 things about this goal that just was amazing me was the puck was going all over the place. Everybody was touching it. But 2, it was going all over the place, and everybody was in motion.
Yes.
It wasn't 5 guys standing still, pass it high, pass it low, pass it high, working around the perimeter. Everybody was moving. I mean, I was getting dizzy following the puck, and I mean, it was both things. The puck was moving and players were moving.
Yeah, no, I really like that unit, and they had a couple good shifts on the power play last night. And again, even though we gave up the shorty with Knackstead Thurber's unit, they responded and ended up getting the G-dub because that guy, it was a 5-on-5 goal, but the movement east-west and a couple of really good chances before the goal. Bowes made a good play back to the half wall, I think on 2 different occasions, and then Shaber makes a great play on a cover, in a support area, and next thing you know, it's in the back of the net. I mean, the guy wasn't even in the play, so technically, I'm sure the guys were glad to get the pluses.
Right.
I personally was hoping for the power play.
I wanted
percentage.
to keep the streak going. I wanted to keep the streak going. We had 8
just
in a row.
seconds away, but so it was nice to see Thurber's unit respond with good movement and technically got the Shaber had the G-dub up until we gave up that 5th goal, so the empty netter ended up being the G-dub. But it just was one of those nights, right, in Vegas.
And we'll let you gloat. I mean, Canada wins the gold medal.
Was it ever in doubt?
Well,
probably at the Latvia stage. Right?
Probably midway through
a lot
the
of
third period in
doubters.
Latvia, but
the
the Latvians are tough.
I waited for my text messages to go out until we won.
Yeah.
I kind of was reserved until then.
And they came at 7:30 that Sunday morning.
Yeah.
We were referred to as our American friends. Our American friends aren't responding to the text.
I think I was watching a German soccer game. I'll be
see
totally honest with you.
Yeah, I could see that.
Coach, we appreciate the time as always.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank
And Tuesday against Stockton. Let's not forget, we got the Thunder coming into town on Tuesday.
3 big home games for us,
Yeah.
and we just got to keep piling up the points, and we'll see where it takes us here come mid-April.
Big crowds as well. Guys going to feed off the energy. Looking forward to it.
Great shirt, Coach.
Yeah, thanks. We look good. We look good. Except for
Oh,
yeah.
Anyways.
I'm about a 2.5.
Yeah.
Colonel's in the house.
Colonel's in the house, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Condors defenseman Colin Bowman, asking about his time here in Condorstown, what's coming up this weekend as well. Stay tuned. Condors Unleashed. Bakersfield.com inside the DDD Health Studios.